Morning. Welcome back to Shroud Stories, and this is another episode of Tech Tips with Uncle Kolton. Last time on Shroud Stories, we went down to Soul Creek, got a couple fun waves, surfed some bigger, heavier water. Overall had some fun, but today we're going to be talking a little bit about fins. I get a lot of questions about what fins I ride and what kind of fin and why, and bigger boards, should I ride a different fin? Smaller boards, should I ride a whatever? Different fins do a lot of different things. You have fins like this one, which are twin fins, like upright style twin fins. They got a bigger base, a little bit bigger tip. Just kind of overall a bigger fin. You can tell from that. I mean, obviously there's, half inch or whatever that is of base that would normally be in a fin box, but it's a lot more fin. And then you also have fins like these that are, honeycomb in the middle, so it's a little bit flexier, fiberglass all around that. These are the AM2 fins from True Ames. Or you have fins like these, which are Tech Flex or whatever from Futures, and they have honeycomb in the middle, and then they have little bits of carbon fiber on the tip in the middle here. That basically makes it stiffer where the carbon is and flexier where there is no carbon. Everybody has a different type of fin, and what's annoying for me about fins is that there is so many of them you can't even think about which one you would want. There's Tech Flex, there's fucking this and that other combination. They're all fins. They're all going to do pretty much the same thing. So I like to stick to one basic fin for every surfboard that I ride, and that is going to be the AM2. They're the best fins that I've ridden personally. They got a little bit more base on the bottom here. They're a little bit longer. You can see they kind of overlap the box in the front of each fin. And they got nice rake out the back and a small little tip. They're relatively flexible. They just seem to work well for me. And the reason why I like to ride these fins and only these fins is because when you switch surfboards, you can tell more about the surfboard. You're not worried about the fin. So if you switch one thing at a time, you'll learn more about that one specific thing. So let's say if you're trying to figure out what fin you like, ride different fins only in one surfboard. Don't change your surfboard, change your fins until you like a fin, then ride that fin every single surfboard. I mean, obviously you're gonna ride a twin fin for a twin fin type surfboard, or a single fin, or a 3-fin, or a 4-fin. Figure out which one you like for each fin setup, and then stick to it. I'm gonna go for a surf. Waves are pretty good right now, and we'll go home and I'll tell you a little bit about a couple different fins, and I'll bring a couple with me as well. So see you down there. Mic check 1 2. Are you filming?
Yeah.
Alright, so we went for a shroud. The waves were a little bit fun. Sorry, I need sunglasses. I can't see anything. Electric. Best sunnies ever. Polarized. Good for your health. So we went for a shroud, and I rode my AM2s from True Ames. They're the honeycomb type of configuration. I don't know what to call it. Whatever. AM is Almeric, by the way, in case you didn't know. So that's Channel Islands. Right there. You see that? And then I see the little L in there. That means love. Just kidding. It means large. Large. But anyway, great fin. Love it. So like I was saying earlier, you don't really want to play around with your fins too much, or I don't in particular, because it's like a kid in a candy store. You go in there and there's so much freaking candy all over the walls. How are you going to figure out which one you want? Like, oh, I want a little bit of Sour Patch, but I also want a little bit of Twizzler, but I also want a chocolate bar too. Like, you can't eat all that candy at the same damn time. So I like to pick one type of fin and just surf it in every single board, because then you know what boards you like and what ones you don't, and there's less variables that you're changing. I mean, here's a set of FCS fins. These are really old. I mean, they're just simple honeycomb and fiberglass around it, but it doesn't really do anything. I keep it simple. You know, here's another set of fins that I have. I got a lot of stuff laying around here, but these are just solid fiberglass. Keep it simple, don't change it around too much. Maybe in the beginning, go down to Used Surf and try the 5-for-5 fin demo. It's 5 fins, 5 weeks, $5. And you can pick 5 different sets of fins and try them out throughout the 5 weeks and figure out which ones you like the best. And then you get to settle on a better price for the fins that you just tried. It's always a good way to do it. Stick with something that works, and then once you figure it out, ride it in all your boards. Like Noah probably. How many different sets of fins do you have, Noah?
Too many.
You have too many sets of fins?
Not too many.
How many is that?
Like 10.
Really? What ones do you ride the most?
Probably the AM ones.
You pretty much only ride AM1?
In Futures or the John Johns.
John Johns are good?
I ride the Tech Flex ones though.
Oh yeah. You like the nerdy stuff?
I feel good.
They do? A lot of people really like those Tech Flex ones, but I always stick with the True Ames because they're the best. Chuck, you're the man. We love you. Getting back into twin fins, these are what we call a keeled type fin. They're big base, small tip, not so much rake on the back of the fin here. And these ones are actually glassed into the surfboard, so there's fiberglass that goes around it. These patches, they glue the fin onto the board, so you can't change them out. And there again, I know that I like this fin a lot, so I glue it onto my board and I don't change it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And when you do the boxed fin version of these keeled style fins, the base is so long that they have to cut a little notch in it so that you're actually able to take it out. And I don't know if it's mental or what it is, but I think it affects the way the fin works a little bit. There's less interaction with the actual surface of the surfboard, and water can kind of go through that section right there. It's only a little bit, but I don't know. Everything makes a difference. So yeah, try out some different fins. You know, these are also a twin fin set. And these, you know, the base is much more narrow, and you can actually see they had to notch it a little bit right here. This is what I was talking about. And it's way bigger on the keeled style fins. Try a couple different sets of fins, figure out ones you like. You know, these are good for more high performance twin fin style boards. These are good for a little bit more fishy style board. And then the AM2s are pretty much what I ride on my day-to-day boards, any thruster that I have at all. And sometimes the waves are bad and I feel like getting a little weird. I'll throw a twin fin set, kind of like these, in my thruster just to go get loosey-goosey and spin around and have some fun and feel something different a little bit. But for the most part, I like to keep it consistent and keep it all the same and keep it fun. So go down to Used Surf, try the 5-for-5 fin demo, and maybe check out some True Ames fins while you're there. Yeah, thanks for tuning back in to Tech Tips with Uncle Kolty. I'll catch you next time.
The tide to run, it's time to go.